How's it going, YouTube? My name's Blake Yarbrough and welcome back. Today we'll be reviewing a recently released sneaker, the Union collab with Jordan brand, the AJKO 1 Low. And there was actually two pairs released. We've got both pairs here to review, which I'm excited to share with you guys. And before we get started, I wanted to let you know there will be a wear test update. I've been wearing these Tom Sachs general purpose shoes for 365 days straight. Right now we're around 261 days. So there'll be an update video on that coming soon, as well as a review on the recently released Air Jordan 4 SB. Now this could be my sneaker of the year. I'm gonna throw it out there for you guys, but this is a really great sneaker. The review will be coming in the next week or two, so if you haven't already, follow me over on Instagram at _Blake Yarbrough and subscribe down below to make sure you don't miss out on my full-length videos as well. Now in today's video, I'll be showing you the packaging, the materials used on each sneaker, as well as the special accessories that come along with each one. And then to finish out the video, we'll talk about pricing, sizing, and of course, I'll share my final thoughts with you guys on the sneaker. Now let's get started with the packaging. So here's the packaging that came with each Union AJKO 1 Low. You've actually got a navy box, which typically Jordan brand boxes I feel like are just black. So it's nice to see a different box color. And then you've got this gold rope chain, really thick gold rope chain on top of the box lid and actually over to the side of the box with a pendant on it. Jordan, Union, and a Jumpman in the center. This is a really unique box design. I'm not really sure the story on the chain, but they actually continued that same image onto the paper on the inside with that same Jordan Union logo. So I'm sure there is a story behind it. I'm just not sure exactly what it is. And like I said, each one is exactly the same. I'll go ahead and read you the colorways. So the white pair is white, neutral gray, and sail. The other one is sail, neutral gray, and muslin. So very similar colorways, although we'll go ahead and get into those shoes and talk about the materials. So here are the two pairs that were released by Union Jordan brand. You've got the white, neutral gray, and sail pair here on my left. Now this is an all canvas sneaker, which the original AJKO was a high top and it was also all canvas. So this sneaker is all canvas on the upper, besides the tongue, which is nylon, and then a hit of suede here at the top. Now you've got a split tongue, much like the Union Air Jordan 1 highs. Then you've got that yellow zigzag stitch across, suede on the swooshes, which we'll talk about the swooshes here in just a minute. But then on the heel tab, you've actually got a white leather with the AJKO logo. So all canvas on the upper, reminiscent of the original AJKO high. Now moving on to this other pair, you've got a different set of materials, a more premium set of materials for sure. You've got a low neutral gray suede done around the toe cap here, as well as on these side panels and around the eyelets. You've got the same suede done on the top of the tongue, whereas the bottom of the tongue, much like this one, is nylon. And then on the heel, instead of soft, smooth leather, you've got that same gray suede. So this one is a little bit different because on the toe box, instead of maybe a canvas, they went with like a premium soft leather, tumbled leather on the toe box, as well as on the side panels and around the heel. So this one, suede and leather, this one all canvas. This one has definitely got elevated materials, much nicer, more premium materials, and the price is a little bit higher on this pair right now as far as resale goes, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the video. But the materials are a little bit different on each one. This one's more of an homage to the original. This one's kind of like a modern twist, which if you ask me, I like this one a little bit better, but we'll get to that. Now let's move on to the swooshes. I think hands down the most unique feature of this sneaker, each sneaker, is that you can actually remove the swooshes from each pair. So with this pair here on my left, the white and neutral gray canvas pair, they come with a gray, neutral gray suede, and this is removable. So you can actually remove this swoosh, which is incredible. It's really cool. Below it, you've got UNLA for Union LA in a monogram print there below the swoosh. So you could actually just wear them just like this if you wanted, but they did give you replaceable swooshes. So you've got another set of neutral gray, and then as you can see on this one, I've went ahead and swapped it. You've got what I consider to be like a Dodger blue, a LA Dodger blue. It's not exactly that color, but with Union being from LA, I feel like that's kind of the vibe of this color. I'm not a Dodger fan at all. I'm a Braves fan, but this is a great looking sneaker. The color looks great on this shoe. You've got white sail, and that pop of blue looks really nice. And what's really cool about this is that they give you two complete sets. So you're actually able to have like a gray on the inside of the foot, a blue on the outside of the foot. And then what's also neat is that the heel tab lifts up so you can tuck the tip of the swoosh right there and give it a nice clean aesthetic. Now that's this pair. Let's talk about the other ones. So on this other pair, they come with a navy blue. So I think this is like a nice clean kind of dressy feel. Almost reminds me of like a Nike Kill Shot. This is very similar to that kind of look, but they give you a replacement set done in green. Very similar to the green on the AJ4 SB. So this pair right here, for me personally, I like navy. Blue's my favorite color, but I've got to put the green on. This green looks really, really nice. And again, you get two complete sets. You've got a green set, a navy set, so you can mix and match however you like. I really like the green, and probably for this one, I would go with just the neutral gray for a more neutral look. What do you guys think? Which one is your favorite? How would you mix and match them? You get two sets of laces as well. This one comes with like a tan or khaki. That's the muslin color, so it's like a tan or beige. And then this one, you've got a extra set of neutral gray. So two extra sets of laces, extra swooshes to mix and match. Now let's move on to the pricing. Of the pricing and fit, these are actually barely selling for retail, or maybe even below depending on your size. So this pair right here retailed for $150, and right now in my size they're actually $148 on GOAT. If you wanted this pair and you missed out on the original release, you could actually scoop them for either retail, maybe a little bit above or a little bit below. They're sitting right now right around $150, which is awesome because this is a great sneaker and one that I think is an easy wear for the summer. Now, when we move over to this pair right here, retail again was $150 on this pair. However, they were a little bit more scarce as far as the quantity released. And so for that reason, and I think because of the elevated or more premium materials, this pair right now in my size is reselling for about $190 or $195 on GOAT. Some sizes are as low as like $160, $175, and some are up around $200, $225. But depending on your size, you could scoop these up for maybe $40 or $50 above the retail release, which isn't too bad in today's market. And with pricing out of the way, let's talk about fit. These fit just like any other Air Jordan 1 or Air Jordan 1 low would fit you. This is the AJKO low, so it's got a different name, but the same fit. So I would go true to size or whatever size fits you best in Air Jordans. And with all of that complete, let's talk about my final thoughts on these two pair of shoes. When it comes to this release, I really wasn't too excited about it. I'm not an AJKO fan, although I do think it's a good looking sneaker. It's just not one that I've ever cared to purchase. And when I saw they were coming out with the low, initially I thought the hype was going to be really high because it's a Union collab. It's kind of like an Air Jordan 1, even though it's not. And so I thought there was going to be a lot of hype behind these. I'm happy to see that they are available for either retail or a little bit above. And when it comes to these two sneakers, this one is definitely the more valuable one in my opinion, mainly because it's more wearable. Both of these were purchased by my brother and he's already started wearing them. So on the toe box of this one, there's already creasing in the canvas and he's only worn them a couple times. The bottoms are dirty, which is no big deal. That's easy to be clean, but the canvas material is going to get dirty very fast. So staining is very common on canvas and it's hard to get out. It's a harder material to clean than leather or suede, in my opinion at least. And so for that reason, I would probably be out on this pair because it's just not going to age as gracefully, and overall it's just not worth the trouble of me dirtying up a pair of white canvas sneakers when I could get a pair of white leather Air Jordan 1 low neutral grays, which are actually coming out in the 85 release later this year. So that to me is, I'll wait for that shoe instead of purchasing this one. Whereas this one is a little more unique. You've got different colors, better materials on the upper, and I like the swooshes better. So for me, I'm definitely going with this one over that one, mainly because of the materials, because I like to wear my shoes, and this one I'm probably gonna get dirty too fast. This one, while it may get dirty, I can probably clean it up a lot easier. So for me, between the two, I'm picking this one. You may have a different reason and you might like this one a lot better. Always buy what you like, wear what you like, because you make the shoes cool, not the other way around. I appreciate you guys watching today's video. Hopefully you like the updated format, something a little bit different. I enjoy making these videos for you guys, and I always appreciate your feedback down in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram at _Blake Yarbrough. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and with that, we're on to the next sneaker.